Ooh, yeah, boy. I've been working today. We're going to talk about Mohammed Usman, his victory on Ultimate Fighter. Talk about a couple other things, lots of other things, in fact. And we're going to go from there, dude. Because it's just one of those things. Like, I felt like when I saw him win Ultimate Fighter, I was like, well, what's the first thing that pops into my mind? I wonder if other people are thinking the same thing. I'm not saying anything one way or the other. Just you know, things that pop through my mind. But so we're going to talk about that. So everybody settle in. Now, before everybody jumps on, let me just say this. This particular live stream is sponsored by IP Vanish, which I have said many times is the VPN protector that you need, because it's the bomb, dude. It's the one I use. If you want to support this channel, you want to protect your data, you want to protect yourself, you want to be able to manipulate. You know what I found out today, actually? You can pay less money for Netflix, Hulu, and all these different things by using a VPN and having your IP address be in other countries. I'm just saying. So you can actually cover the cost of IP Vanish by manipulating your position as it relates to, subscriptions and such. And you can also watch a bunch of content that you can't watch other places. But most of all, you will not be vulnerable to getting your data hacked, getting your crypto stolen, getting your ID stolen, getting your credit card stolen, getting your Facebook hacked into, having them release all the nasty things you're doing all online to your wife and your work. So you should have IP Vanish. So if you want it, go to ipvanish.com/Jesse and then use promo code Jesse. That is ipvanish.com/JESSE. And then use promo code JESSE. You'll be supporting my channel also, which would be incredibly helpful. All right. So, wow, look at that. You guys hopped on fast. I like it. Dude. So real quick. Yeah. We can just start off right here. That is correct, Eric Hernandez. That is correct. Mike McDaniel is one of my best friends. I could throw that on you. People are like, dude, that guy's one of my really good buddies. I am throwing that out publicly on YouTube that someone can feel free to forward to him. And he'll say, yeah, that's correct. I would raise his children in the event that he passed. He's like one of my really good buddies. Him and his family sleep at our house. We sleep at their house. That's my dude, man. That is my dude. And his wife is like, dude, he married one of my absolute closest friends in the world's sister, who was one of my also super close friends 12 years ago. He's awesome, dude. And the Dolphins are going to run it, son. Watch the Dolphins run it. Okay. So we are going to talk about, my man, all you got to do, just do a super chat. Thank you, sir. So, okay. So let's talk about Mohammed Usman's victory in general, right? So here's listen, so I have heard this rumor right here, right? Like, is Usman's dad a chemist? I don't know. Look, let me just say in advance of the stream, I have no idea. Like, I have zero inside information about this. As a matter of fact, I have never once in my life, nor will I, make any kind of like direct accusation at anyone about PEDs. Right? That's not what this is. I'm like, and if it's ever been unclear, I'm not like on the like real inside of this world, Like, I have friends that are fighters. I have friends that are managers, but I'm not like, I don't manage any of these guys. I don't work for the organization. So like, when it comes to stuff like this, I am literally talking as if I'm one of you guys. Like, I am one of you guys. Like, there's a matter of fact, I am one of you guys. So I'm literally just saying things like, I'm just talking about things I've heard the same way that, as a matter of fact, probably I've heard them from you guys, And so, yeah, I've heard like rumors that, their dad had this, like a pharmacist or whatever. I don't have any idea. I have absolutely no idea if that's accurate. But Jake, what's up, dude? You'll be at 278, section 20, row 19. I'll tell you where my seats are right now, because we're going to be there. But just Gabrielle and I are going. Because it's a long story, but Gabrielle and I lived in Utah for a year, really rough year. And we built our lives back since then. And so we're like, we're going to go back to Salt Lake City with the world by the balls now. Anyway, we're in section 11. So we're in section 11. I don't know, like the lower section. We actually are like towards the top of section 11. Anyway, so yeah, like the super chat is at the bottom where it says like, there's like a little, it's like where you do the thing. If maybe you don't have it enabled, I don't know, but like do you guys see the super chat? Does everybody else? Actually, you guys just did it. What am I talking about? Anyway, so I had heard that rumor about Kamaru's dad. I have absolutely like no insight into whether or not that's accurate or whatever. I will just say this. I had never been a person that looked at Kamaru and was like, oh yeah, that guy's like on juice, you know? Like there are certainly people whose physique looks like they're on juice, right? Like there are certainly people who look like, and this is coming from a dude. I'm on testosterone. I have no shame in that, son. I have the body of a fucking 22-year-old, and I am way older than that. I don't understand why people don't do it. Like, I don't understand why anybody doesn't do it. But if you're in the UFC, that's a different ballgame, dude. Like, you're not allowed to do it. But like, I'm usually pretty good at kind of like looking at a guy and being like, that's suspicious. That's suspicious. Now, there's obviously ways to beat these tests. There has to be, because if you're telling me that every single person in the UFC is just like the most genetically gifted, you know, like, I mean, not like everybody looks like that, but some guy, like it's just impossible. It's a professional sport. Like, of course there are guys that are beating the test somehow. I don't have any idea how, but like, I don't know. Kamaru though is not one of those guys that I looked at and was like, oh, okay. Like that guy, like, you know, he like, to me, Kamaru is not a guy that I looked at. I'm like, that guy's on juice for sure. Like Kamaru has a physique that to me looks very attainable, you know, like with just hard work, you know, there's like a different look to it. My man, thank you so much, dude. Really. Thank you very much. That is very, very generous. I really appreciate it. Jeff Stradamus, thank you very much. Mo is 6'2", 235. You should fight at light heavyweight. You can definitely drop 10 and cut 20. Dude, him cutting 20, bro, he is, I mean, look at this, man. Just look at this real quick. Like, he is, just because like a person weighs 230 and like you hear about people, you know, cutting a fair amount of weight, you know, cutting weight is not the same for everybody. You know what I mean? And like for him, look at this, dude. Like cutting 20 pounds off of this right here. That's going to be hard, man. Like real talk, like to where I don't think that it will benefit him, you know, like he's diesel, bro. Like he will he'll have to lose a lot of muscle to get to 205, you know, but like, but the point I'm making is like again, Kamaru, it never struck me as like, oh, that guy looks like he's cheating. To me, his brother, I don't know, man, you know, and honestly, like, here's the other thing too. Like, to me, if I'm clean and people go, bro, that guy looks like he's on roids, I'm not mad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if that's someone's feedback about me, I'm not mad. I would be like, fuck yes, son. You know what I mean? You'll be like, oh, is that right? Good. If I'm clean and people go, it's impossible he could make his body look like that without being on gear, I would be like, that's a compliment, dude. That's not an insult. That's a compliment, you know? So, yeah. And listen, here's the thing. Like again, like I said, the title is what it is. Every single person on earth who's looking at that guy is going, come on, you know? That means nothing as it relates to like whether or not he's actually doing it. But I mean, Jesus, he is fucking Mack truck diesel, dude. He doesn't have gyno, dude. I'm looking like, no, that one picture where let me see. No, I don't think so. Dude, dude, Kamaru is taller than him. Damn, man. Look at this. Here, look at this, you guys. Like Kamaru's like, he's leaning over a little bit in that one. But like, look at this one. Kamaru's behind him, dude. Like, Kamaru is as tall as him. This guy is fucking diesel, man. That is a lot of man right there. Hey, look at Ali out angling though. Like Ali looks like he's as big as fucking as Muhammad. That's funny, man. The power of how close you are to the camera can never be overestimated. Yeah, no. I definitely everybody was on juice in the majors. And everyone knew it. Everyone knew it, you know? But like, I don't know. I mean, look, okay, like look at Michael Chandler as an example. I guarantee most people who like don't know anything about him or the sport would look at him and be like, he's on juice for sure. I would literally, I would bet my life he's not. Like, I would legitimately bet my life he's not. I really would. Just knowing what kind of dude he is. Like, literally, like I said, I would bet my life he's not. And his body looks, I mean, his body looks ridiculous. And so if you just use him as an example, then obviously, like, you know, like you can get your body to a place like that through just fucking titanic work, you know. The other thing too is people's age. Like if you get into your into your 30s, like if you get into your 30s, that's when guys really start looking diesel like that, just because it's like that dense fucking muscle. It's like, you know, like people are like, oh, it's old man strength. It's like, you know, when you're young, like you're building muscle, but it's like, it's not really dense, you know, like it's like that you get that dense muscle when you're in your 30s and 40s where it's just like boom. And it's like, you know, guys are just like made out of fucking granite, man. Granite. But, you know, again, like the fact that both the Usmans look like that could mean either thing. You know what I mean? They could just have incredible, you know, they could just have they could have incredible genetics, or they could have some kind of fucking secret the clear shit. You know what I mean? Like, who knows? If I wait, hang on. And so which part of the take was absurd? Go ahead. I'll put you up again. Which part of this take is absurd and terrible? They're juicing, dude. Stop playing dumb. That's okay. So how are they beating the test? How are they beating the test? How are they beating the test? So you're like, so I'm telling you, like, so I'm asking you, I'm not saying they are or aren't. I'm saying, I don't know. I'm saying, I don't know. I love this kind of thing. You saw it as a joke. Okay. Like based on, let me think, you know, here, I guess here's a better way to do it. Jesse, why do you put credence in USADA's ability to pop guys? Oh, good question. Well, because when USADA came in, all the guys that were for sure on juice looked like balloons that went, yoop. Okay, Vitor, right? Alistair Overeem, like all these guys just went, right? They popped tons of guys. They fucking popped John Jones how many times, dude? How many times did they pop John Jones? Like you're thinking like, so in order for your theory that like they're for sure on, like, I'm not saying if they are or aren't, I'm saying I don't know, but there's no evidence that they are, other than they look super fucking yoked. Can you name which ones they are? Like which ones are they? I'm saying if that's true, you don't know what they are. I mean, there's always fucking untraceable juice, dude. The clear, like the clear, the fucking whatever, like, of course. But like, again, my problem is always with people just like running certainty. It's like, like that's it's actually generally my my issue with almost everybody. Like, it's like when the people are like, no, for sure, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, there's no way that you can know for sure, dude. Yeah, there is. No, there's not. Because I can't know for sure. There's no information you have that I don't know. So like, what are you talking about? Okay, again, this is not an argument that proves or disproves anything. Of course, I'm not saying that USADA can trace everything. I'm saying whether they can trace everything or not tracing it, I don't know whether any specific person is on juice unless they pop dirty, and neither do you or anyone else. But like I said, the whole reason I fucking titled this is because I looked at it and I'm like, ew, man, that looks like a hard physique to attain naturally, is all I'm saying. Wait. Hang on. You're saying if you take test prop only 100 mg that you'll be able to beat USADA? I'm gonna push back on that. Make sure you look into what we proposed with all natural, affordable, self-amplifying X39 stem cell patches. All right. Thank you for the super chat. I don't know what that is. And I'm pretty stem cell patches. Yeah, I mean, dude, look, like I said, I can just walking around town, I could fucking eyeball test anybody, dude. You know, like a person goes, we're at the hotel, some guy walks into the pool who's on juice, I fucking know it instantly. Absolutely without question. But the thing that actually makes it kind of weird with fighters is like guys on juice at the pool are lifting weights, you know? So like I know what a weightlifter juice body looks like. Guys who are juicing and then they go fight, like that body looks different, you know, which, I mean, again, I don't know. I'm just saying for my eyeball test, I can eyeball a weightlifter one. I mean, this, I don't even, not only do I not disagree with this, I hope, I mean, I don't know. For me, I like the era where fucking Randy Couture can fight till he's 48 years old. You know what I mean? Like, I like that they could fight till they were fucking 48. Why would I not want to be able to see like, you know, guys who have gained all of the knowledge of like fucking 20 years of competing and can like retain, you know, a young fighter's body until they're 42. Like that's fucking awesome. I would love that. Dude, I don't work for fucking anybody. I don't talk certainty without knowing things for sure. I mean, in all honesty, like I'll be totally straight with you guys. Like, if I thought a fighter for sure was on juice, I would never say it on the channel because that's a fucking huge accusation to make. Like, that's like a really huge accusation to make. But the reality is, in all, like, hand on the Bible, fucking swear on my kids. There's not one fighter that I would make that, like, even aside from that, I wouldn't say it on the channel. Like, I don't fucking know. I don't know. I have no fucking idea. I could tell you who, like, because the thing is, like, the guys that have gotten popped historically, in a bunch of cases, don't even look like fucking gearheads. Like, they don't look like gearheads at all. You're like, that guy got popped for juice. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, dude, exactly. Like Tim Sylvia. Exactly. So that is very suspicious. I mean, although, in all honesty, I've never seen one-sided gyno either. When I first saw that, I was like, I think I know what that is. But again, I've never seen it on one side. You know, I don't know. The fuck do I know? And Lake Travis, you mean? You can't get a hold of anybody there? Here, shoot me an email and I'll give you the right number to call. Hang on, actually. I'll give you the if you go through the website and just put your info without any shred of doubt, they will respond to you. Here. Yeah, there. Just go, if you go through that link right there, anybody wants to, and that's anybody who's in my area, dude. Come train with us. But yeah, if you go through, just put your information, they'll hit you back for sure. Alex, thank you very much, sir. So people are saying Mo is not technical with the looping punches and will lose fights, then go down to 205. What do you think about this? So, first of all, I'll tell you that the shot that he knocked the guy out with, that was a sharp check hook, dude. That was fast. That's a good, I mean, I don't know how his full skill set looks, really. You didn't really see that much of it there, but that check hook is fucking legit. Super fast. But I don't know. I mean, 205, I don't know, man. Like, he's fucking huge. Like, he's enormous. He's enormous. I assume this means Anthony Smith quit. Fuck no. I just talked to him yesterday. He had surgery yesterday. His ankle was so fucked up. He had surgery yesterday. He can't put weight on it for 6 weeks. Like, not like he's healed in 6 weeks. Like, he can't step onto the foot a tiny bit for 6 weeks, dude. It's fucking rough, man. Like, he had a very, very serious injury for 100% sure. That's not the one I meant to do. No, I'm not saying, Jesus. I don't understand. Oh my God, I don't understand. It's extraordinarily challenging. I feel like I have this problem all the time where I say a thing like people are like, this is this. And people are like, no, this is this. And I go, yeah, there's really no way for me to know. And they're all, so you're saying he's not on blah, blah? I'm like, what? No, I'm saying, how the fuck would I know? Oh, so you're saying that he is? I'm saying there's no possible way that I could know definitively. So I don't know. I'm saying that his body looks, I mean, I'm thinking what everyone else is thinking, which is like, God damn, that guy looks pretty fucking buff. It's impossible to tell despite Chael's eyeball test if anyone is on juice or not without testing. That said, shouldn't matter. Well, no, I mean, it should matter. You know, like, thanks for the super chat. But like, I mean, so look, the reason why it's so fucking hard to tell is because these guys train so hard. Like, first of all, there is a very real component, which is just pure, plain and simple genetics. Like, some people have incredible genetics, fucking incredible genetics. And then like as an example, okay. So if you look at any of these guys who are like professional bodybuilders, like the most diesel, like like Phil Heath, or like these guys who are like Ronnie Coleman, any of these guys, right? That are ridiculously, freakishly, makes no sense yoked and clearly, obviously on every fucking chemical that you could put in your body. Those guys, real talk, if they trained the way that Chandler trains, their bodies natural would look like Chandler's body. Like, that just is what it is. Like, every single one of those guys has ridiculous genetics. And then they add in the fucking cocktail of juice and all this shit. And then they do all that training. It's like there are people who look like that if they train hard enough without juice, to a point. You know, only very rarely are there guys in the UFC that you look at and you're like, that makes no fucking sense. Like, that makes no sense. Makes no sense. And all you have to do to see that is just go look at jiu-jitsu. Like, go look at professional, like high level professional jiu-jitsu guys, because they're all on juice, dude. Like, they're fucking all on. I mean, not all, because like my guys aren't, like Victor, Steve, and them, they're world champions and they're definitely not. But look at like Gordon Ryan, or you look at like, I don't know, some of these other fucking top guys. Those guys are juiced out. They're juiced to the fucking gills. And it's obvious. And they're not making any bones about it, but they look different than most of the UFC guys. But again, I will say this. If I saw Mohammed Usman at like ADCC, I would assume he's on juice. I will say that. I will say that if he wasn't getting tested by USADA and he was a professional jiu-jitsu fighter, I would assume he's on juice. That doesn't mean that he is, but from that, eyeball test, standing next to a bunch of people who I know are probably for sure the majority of them are on juice, I would assume he's also on juice. That I can say, just in terms of the eyeball test. But maybe I'd be wrong. MMA training doesn't build mass, so you think they're not lifting weights? Dude, I did a video that I'm going to put up in a little bit about Nate Diaz that you guys should for sure watch. Nate Diaz, Hamzat responding, Nick Diaz too. The Diaz brothers, actually. I'm going to put that up in a little bit, but according to his stats, wait, hang on. According to his stats, he played American football. He weighed 250 and benched. I promise he benched a fuckload more than 225. That's either a typo or a miss, because he probably benched 225 50 times. Like, legit. I don't know about 50, but if I had to guess over under, I bet you he could do 225 35 times or more. He's fucking huge, dude. Yeah, Brock, juice to the gills. But also, Brock naturally does not have that like bodybuilder type body. You know what I mean? Like, he's like, no matter how much juice he ever took, he wasn't going to look like chiseled like fucking Chandler. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not the kind of body he had. It doesn't make him any less athletic. I'm just talking aesthetically. You know what I mean? Let me ask you. Let me look this up, dude. Can one of you guys, if like, so let's say again, because I have the only thing I've ever heard about Kamaru's dad, Kamaru and Muhammad's dad, and the whatever, that he's a corrupt pharmacist, literally has come from you guys in the comments. I've never seen anything that. So if anybody's got like a legit article about that or something that we could look at, I'll pull it up on here. Just because, the comment section, that's not evidence to me. But if someone's got like, send something in there in the comments and I'll pull it up. Now, this I will, and I've said this before and I'll say it again. I think the worst type of cheating, if you're going to take PEDs, is EPO, in my opinion. And I'll tell you guys why in a second. Wait, where'd that just go? NKS, thank you again, man. Love you. Here's a super chat. Thank you. Chael butchers names on purpose in his videos. No, he doesn't. Because I do it and I really genuinely do not mean to do it, man. It's not like, I would be shocked if he did it on purpose. Because I butcher him too, and I really don't mean to. Alexis C, thank you very much. My brother is built like Mo, and he doesn't juice. Granted, he doesn't fight. But this sounds like genetics. I'm a girl, by the way. To be honest, that makes you more credible. Although, maybe you don't know if he's on juice. I'm just saying. If you're a girl, it makes it less likely he'd have told you. But, yeah, I mean, dude, there are lots of people that are, well, there actually aren't. There are not a lot of, there are like a lot of people that look kind of like Chandler or Kamaru that are on juice. But fucking A, man. Like, Muhammad is so diesel, dude. Like, that's like, and what it is like, he's like, he has muscles through the middle. You know, that like muscles through the middle thing. But again, he looks like a fucking NFL player. But I mean, I don't know how many guys in the league are on juice. And like I was saying earlier, like I was saying at the very beginning, like Mike McDaniel, the Dolphins head coach, really is like one of my best friends. So like when we go to their games, like, well, he was the offensive coordinator for the Niners before. Like we go to the games, we go in the locker room afterwards, we're on the field for warmups. And like, I cannot even explain to you what professional football players look like that close, like when they're just like in a t-shirt or they're, in their uniform, but especially out of their uniform, dude. Like when they just like walk up and they're like, hey, what's up, man? You look at them, you're like, what the fuck? Like they are so athletic. It's crazy. They're so athletic. It's crazy. They look like they could just, I don't even know how, I don't know. So like, and again, not knowing like how many of them are on juice, off juice, whatever. I don't feel like I have a grasp on what the human body is capable of absent performance enhancers, like I really don't. Whoa, what did I just do? Oh, I do? Name one. Give me an example. Go ahead, dude. This is your moment in the sun, guy. Give me one example. No, I've never taken EPO. Oh, okay, yeah, back to EPO. Okay, so here's why I think the EPO thing is like is the worst. It's like, I mean, I don't know, dude. I guess maybe not, but like, I don't know. Bottom line, dude, if you spend any time in the gym actually fighting guys, dude, when you get exhausted, like you get fucking exhausted, you are not like a person who's fresh against a person who's tired. It's not even fair, man. Like it's like legit not even fucking fair. And like, so a person who's on EPO and they're just fresh forever. It's like, it's such bullshit. And you want to know what else it is too? Is like, there's only one way to build that level of endurance otherwise, and it's through sheer absolute torture and punishment. And so to get to a level of conditioning like that through measures that are cheating is fucked. You know, to me, EPO is the worst. Like, that's just, I don't know. That's how I feel about it anyway. I mean, in all honesty, I would love to fucking try it. I'm just curious. Like, I would be really curious to see like if it really works like that. Like, just take it and then just go to practice, you know, or like go to open mat and just fucking do EPO. People are like, Jesus, fuck, man. Jesus, you're fucking good today. I'm like, I know, man. It's round 7. I just feel like I'm really hitting on all cylinders. It's like, oh no, or you're just not tired at all, and everyone else is fucking exhausted. Yeah, dude. Oh. It says living in the violence. Oh, you guys did you guys send links? Hang on. I missed them. Did anyone send any links? It looks like no. Okay, so does anybody have any proof about the Thank you very much, my friend. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Okay, so does anyone have an article about their dad supposedly being... Don't tell me there are no fucking articles about this, dude. Because in all honesty, that would be fucking concerning for you. Because I'll tell you right now, I've never once quoted that. I've never been like, oh yeah, you know, because the Usmans, her dad is a fucking dirty pharmacist. I've heard you guys say that. I've never looked into it. I've never quoted it. I've never used it as any kind of evidence for any argument that I'm making one way or the other. But I really hope the people who have been saying it over and over and over in the comments, I hope, like, you should be able to just source that, right? Like, you should be able to just source that. Wait. Where did you send the links, dude? Where? Are they just like not coming through or what? Oops. Then email. Okay, well, whatever. For some reason, they're not coming through on my side on the chat. I have no idea if that's like a... So email them to me. If you've got links for his dad, email realjesseonfire@gmail. I will... I'll pull it up right now. Oh, you can't put links in the chat? That is probably likely. Oh, well, if you guys did not see the link that I put in earlier, then just go to Jiu-Jitsu Lake Travis, jiu-jitsu-lake-travis.com. That's Six Blades Lake Travis. That's my school. And that dude in the front on the right here, this guy. Hold up. So this dude right here on the right, that's Stephen Hargett, who is so fucking good. It's unreal. He wins everything. He's number 1 pound for pound in the world last year, Masters 2. He's an incredible teacher. Just like somebody with the links, email them to me. realjesseonfire@gmail. I literally will pull them up right now. You can email them though. Bo, that head kick yesterday, man, that was dirty. That was dirty. And you know what's crazy is here we go. Okay. Okay, I got one. Hang on. I'm going to pull this up right now. Thank you to whoever sent that. Okay. Wait, what the fuck? All right. All right. So, why was Kamaru Usman's father arrested? The heartbreaking story of Kamaru Usman's father. In prison for 7 years, watching Usman from prison. The Nigerian, right? Okay. Usman came over 8 long years, career. Okay, here we go. Usman took on a career in pharmaceuticals, but unfortunately he was arrested and landed in prison for 180 months. Was charged with a restitution of 1.3 million. This event took place in 2010. His father completed a sentence. Okay, well that didn't say what he did though. Okay. Usman, however, blamed the justice of the United States, claimed that his father was falsely accused. One thing I haven't ever really shared with anybody, very, very few people know. This is what I'm talking about. He owned an ambulance company. It was one of those situations where my dad hired the people that he thought were the right people to do what he didn't know. They run the company into the ground. And now, because my dad was the owner of the company, they put it all on him, even though the people that were doing the things that were wrong in the company admitted to doing the wrong things. But when the court said is because you own the company, ignorance is not an excuse. So because of that, we're going to sentence you to 15 years. Okay. This says he owned an ambulance company, guys. This is the article you guys sent me. It says he owned an ambulance company. Okay. This said, he took on a career in pharmaceuticals. He owned an ambulance company. Okay. So the only thing that I'll tell you right now, pharmaceuticals, ambulance company. Okay. To think that like what he got in trouble for equates to creating untraceable testosterone supplements is ridiculous. What that means is that people from the ambulance company were ordering opioids and things like that and then selling them. Okay. That's what that means. I mean, if you need me to read between the lines for you guys, that's what that means. Okay. Now people are sending me more articles, so I'll look at other articles. But for that one, hang on, let me see if there's anything else in here about that. Yeah. Okay. So this one, plain and simple, when it comes to crime, I can read between the lines. I'm telling you for sure, ambulance company, people that work for the company were ordering opioids, things like that. They were pretending to administer them to patients and they were selling them on the street. That's what was happening. If the ambulance thing is brought up, that's what was happening. That I would basically bet my life on. Okay, let me see this other one. Okay. All right, this one. Okay, again, took on in pharmaceutical. However, the professional eventually landed him in prison. Multiple false claims submitted by his ambulance company. Okay, guys. I know it's like, I know it's really like, it's grabby, you know, like it's grabby when people are like, oh, wasn't he like a dirty pharmacist? Hmm. Dirty pharmacist. Okay. So, and the reason why this is relevant is like the ability to get your hands on, wait, hold on. Oh, really? Opiates weren't a thing at that time? Guys, this is definitely not a fucking topic you want to argue with me on. This is shit I know. Okay. So this says in plain English, he was charged for the charge of multiple false claims submitted by his ambulance company. Okay. So in without any shred of doubt, what that charge is people were pretending to administer drugs so that they could order them from the pharmaceutical companies, and then someone was selling them on the street, whether that was Kamaru Usman's dad or someone else, whatever. So like, if he took the charge, listen, like, I'm not going to sit here and tell you, I'm not going to tell you that like Kamaru Usman's dad's innocent. I'm saying that charge, like okay. So the implication that Kamaru Usman is dirty on juice because his dad took a charge related to related to pharmaceuticals. I understand how you'd get there, but what I'm saying is like the only way that would make any sense is if Kamaru is taking something where he's able to beat USADA. If you think USADA's just straight up not testing him, that is ridiculous. I don't believe that. Like, he would have to be taking something that's untraceable. So if his dad's a dirty pharmacist and he had some kind of connection to like some untraceable thing, okay. But I'm saying like this charge has nothing to do with that. Now, his dad being in that business, like did they know someone who maybe knows how to get stuff like that? I don't know. But his dad's charge was people in his company were pretending to administer drugs that they were not actually administering, and then they were ordering more and they were selling them to people on the street. For sure. Okay. Explain how what I said is a work. I explained to you guys what that charge is because I'm actually like an experienced person that knows this kind of thing. I will watch. Well, I mean, yeah, I'll probably watch that. This is true. Maybe. But like, we're good, dude. Wait. Oh shit, really? Hold up. Damn, man, Brazil. Physical altercation. Yeah, I mean, you're not going to win in a fucking fight against him, that's for sure. Guy grabbed a bottle from Lowe's table. BJJ took the man down and held him. Once separated, guy pulled a gun and shot him in the forehead. Nice. Damn. That's terrible, man. So fucked up. Like the other guy started it. The other guy just comes up and is all, fuck you, I'm taking your bottle. I mean, did the guy get arrested or what, man? I mean, listen, here's what I'll tell you. The guy that shot him is obviously some kind of gangster. But guys like this, I'm telling you, if you think because people do sanctioned events, that means that they are not dangerous people with really dangerous friends, that would be a massive misunderstanding. Somebody's going to get that guy. Man, that poor fucking guy. I wonder if he had kids. I don't understand. That's really weird. Someone just sent me a screenshot of myself reading an article. In all honesty, I'm glad I looked that up though, the Camaro thing, because now I can speak very confidently to that story. Like, because that's like I should probably honestly do a separate video about that. I should actually honestly probably take this stream down, do that video. That video will get fucking bananas views, to be honest. But maybe I'll just leave this one up because and then I'll timestamp it. Pretty much, dude. Yeah. Well, dude, I mean, listen, if it had to do with ambulances and Camaro, I mean, there's no reason for me to assume that Camaro's not telling the truth. If Camaro's telling the truth and he says that there were other people doing it, but his dad went down because he owned the company, then that's simple. Like that means people in management positions who had the ability to order these pharmaceuticals were submitting false claims. I mean, it's simple as that. And in all honesty, they probably I'd be curious how they got caught. I mean, more than likely, they just got greedy, you know. They probably just got greedy. It's like, you know, once the DEA started looking at this kind of thing, like all the shit has records. So they're like, okay, so a normal, like how big is this company? How many ambulances they have? What's the normal number? What's the normal amount of fentanyl, you know, fucking Demerol, and, you know, all these like, what's a normal amount of these injectable opioids for a company that size to order? And it's like, well, this one's doing 7 times that. They're like, all right, well, let's look into them. And then all they have to do is go look at some of their claims. They reach out to a handful of their clients. They're like, hey, what were you in the ambulance for? What happened? They're like, oh, you know, I got blah, blah, blah. They're all, were you given an IV of any kind? No, I wasn't. They get fucking 10 people. They've got them smoked, you know, and that's a wrap. Because once it works, like that's the thing, like once a thing like that works, you know, given my fucking viewer base, this is probably not going to be super educational to a lot of you guys, but like once you figure out a loophole in a system and it works, you know, like it works. So you get away with it, and then you get away with it again, and then you get away with it again, and then you get away with it again, then you get away with it again, then you get away with it again. Then you start getting overconfident, you know, where you're like, shit, man, this is easy, you know. And you stop being paranoid and you start just fucking assuming that like, oh, this will always be fine. Until all of a sudden you realize you're like, fuck, if anyone ever looks at this, I'm fucked. And then eventually you're fucked. It's the human condition, man. Greedy. Substances such as TB 500 are legal under USADA, yet known performance. I mean, dude, like there are tons of things that are performance enhancers. Tons. I mean, this is one of those things, like whether or not his dad was aware. Again, there's so bottom line, if I'm going down for 15 years and I have to explain to my son what's happening, without a doubt, like, yeah, other people in the company did this and I'm going to do the time, because you don't, like you're not even like, it's not even like, normally, like when you lie about something, and I'm not saying that he did, but I'm saying like normally when you lie and don't take responsibility for a thing like that, usually it's like a selfish thing. In that case, I think it's good parenting, like you don't want your kid to think that you did a thing like that. It's parenting is all about like, what kind of grown up are you going to create? Like what kind of grown up is this person going to be? And, if I would think long and hard. For me, if I had to make that decision on what I was going to tell my son before I went down, I don't know. I would think a lot about it before I decided what I was going to tell him, but like, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's more or less what happened in the case you had. Oh, yep. Started small, went unchecked because it was across state lines. Once discovered, it was hundreds of thousands in stolen narcotics. Yep. You just can't, like, it worked. It worked this time. Why wouldn't it work this time? Why wouldn't it work this time? Why wouldn't it work this time? And it's like, dude, you fucking, you baby step your way to a fucking enormous crime. You baby step your way to an enormous crime. But yeah, there are multiple signs of performance use in Kamaro's case. Look at this new power of his. It's perfectly rational to suspect that maybe they might be on it. But again, and the new power, that's technique, man. Because he doesn't look any different. Like, he doesn't look different now than he did, before he started putting people's jaws in the, 8th row. You know what I mean? But dude, that guy, that head kick last night, that was so sick, man. That head kick was so sick. Like that dude, and it looked like he absolutely 100% knew that guy was going to react the way that he did to that cross, and he was going to hit him with that kick. If I had to guess without having spoken to him, I would bet you that they it was only a 44-second fight, so it's hard to say, and I haven't went and looked at the guy's fights, but the guy he was fighting, I would bet you that if you went and watched his previous fights, that whenever somebody throws a cross at him, I bet you he slips to that side. Like, I bet you when they throw a cross, he slips to that side every time, because it looked like that guy had fucking visualized that exactly. I'm going to throw that cross and I'm going to throw the high kick right behind it. He's going to slip straight into my shin. I can't decide if I'm going to go or not. I might go, dude. But I'm definitely putting up a video right after this that I already recorded and uploaded about Diaz and Hamzat. People making plays at Nate, dude. People making plays at Nate. I wish, dude, God, it's so, like, fucking live streams could be so much better if I could show footage from fights, man. Like, I really want to, I want to show the high kick, I want to show every time I do that, it immediately gets blocked. Not just like, not like copyright. They just block it. Like, they just take the whole thing down. Daddy? What's up, baby?
Can Jeremy use that to make me a skirt?
No, I'm sorry, baby. Where'd you get that? No, you can't use that one.
Which one can I use?
Are there other ones that were back there?
Yeah.
So pick a different one. Bring it up and then ask me.
Okay.
Wait, come here. Say hi.
Hi. It's weird that if I come this side, it shows me on the other.
Yeah, it is weird, huh? Okay, go make clothes.
Okay.
Love you guys.
I'll stay with you.
Here, hang on it. Okay, beat it. Close the door. Love you. Dude, you guys, dude, speaking of girl dads, check this out. So our fight team had a pool party yesterday. This is like the whole like Six Blades family. There were okay, wait. I don't know. A lot of fucking people there, right? A lot of people have kids. Guess how many sons were there? Get out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Out of 12 kids there, guess what the ratio was? Girls to boys, like daughters versus sons. 12 total kids.
Dad got one. Daddy got one.
Let me see. Yeah, you can use that one.
Thank you, Daddy.
You're welcome, baby.
Nice. Wait, Dad, when are you going to be done?
0 sons. What?
When are you going to be done?
I don't know. Probably like 20 minutes.
Okay.
0 sons. 12 daughters. 0 sons. 12 fucking daughters. 0 sons. And that has been consistent across all, like, I'm telling you, it's unexplainable at this point, dude. Like, and Steve, Professor Steve, that I was just showing you on the thing, his former Marine Special Forces unit, his wife was telling me that they've stayed in touch through Facebook, you know, like through the years. None of them have a son. None of them. Every single fucking one of them has nothing but daughters. So, like, guys like me, everybody on my fucking fight team, all these military, like, it's all daughters. There's one dude who's my boy named Jared, who is a savage, and he has 2 sons, and he's the only one, dude. Like, he's the only one. It's fun. I know about the juice thing. I mean, like, for me, I mean, a relevant thing for me is like when, you know, because like if you're on basically if you're on testosterone replacement, if you've been on it long enough, like you'll have a zero count. Like you know, because your body just stops, like, you know, you have to take HCG and Clomid to like produce, you know. But like, so it's possible for me. It's just like, okay, well, like, you know, when you do it like that, then you're, you know, what, for whatever reason, more like, but like, not all these guys are on testosterone, you know, like not all of them are on testosterone. Fucking, like, matter of fact, I don't think any of the guys on my fight team are, actually. I don't think. But yeah. Well, Dober too, dude. Dober's in fucking ridiculous shape. So we were talking about this yesterday. My buddy Greg on the fight team, who's a big fucker, man. He's way better than me at jiu-jitsu. But he told me that one of his friends who had 3 daughters finally had a son, and he's all, dude, he had to go through hell to get it. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, bro, he did a bunch of crazy shit. I'm like what? He fucking went and did some like Viking ritual. Like, he went up and he was swimming in freezing water, didn't jerk off for fucking 2 months. Some crazy shit, like some kind of fucking crazy shit having to do with really cold water, you know, but it worked for him. Tony Tiger, thank you very much. Do I think Colby's size and skill in wrestling good enough to take out Khabib in a real drag out street fight? Thank you very much, sir. It's hard to bet against Khabib, man. It's really hard to bet against Khabib. And also Khabib and Colby, I don't think are that much different in size in reality, in like real life. So yeah, I don't know. I have a hard time betting against Khabib in general, but I mean, Colby is like, he's such a fucking savage too, man. But dude, I'll tell you what though, dude, I was grappling with this guy 2-3 weeks ago, a guy who's good, like better than me. And I flattened his legs out and I trapped his legs the way that Khabib did. And I did like I put like a triangle on his, like, where his legs were, like, I wasn't past his guard, but I had his legs in between mine and I kind of triangle locked him in. And all I was thinking is I was like, do that dolphin shit that Khabib did. And it fucking worked, dude. It worked. Years of watching Khabib fucking do the dolphin lock thing. Anyway, Corrupted, thank you very much, sir. The fact that me and Gabby are going back to Salt Lake to celebrate full 360 degrees, absolutely what life is all about. Thank you. Dude, speaking of which, we got to buy our fucking plane tickets. Thank you. And yes, I was just telling somebody, not body triangle, like a triangle lock, like, around the legs. But, anyway, but like, yeah, I just told someone that full story again today and it was like, fuck, man, it's like hard to even get that story out. Like no one, you can't be in a more like fucked position than I was when I lived in Utah in 2017. I actually don't like, I'm like kind of excited to go back and I'm actually having anxiety even like thinking about going back there, but it'll be good. Any civilized person calls the police when you're violently assaulted at dinner? I guess. I think you got the wrong audience for that, my friend. Like, pretty sure like a lot of people on this stream, probably if someone just walked up and grabbed a bottle off of their table, would potentially try to take the bottle back, would be my guess. Thank you very much, man. When he asked me to do it and it was about CT, I was like, oh man, I'm like, you've got the right guy for that. Cause I know exactly what I'm going to say. Cause I've thought about it a lot, I appreciate that. Please tell me that you're serious. Please tell me that you're serious. This is fun. This is hilarious either way, dude. This is hilarious either way. If you're serious, it might even be more funny. Dude, I'm not like the Skinwalker Ranch thing. I'm not like, I have a hard time with that one, dude. I'm a big, like, cause dude, I'm a Mouthy Buddha UFO guy. Like when Mouthy Buddha does the UFO stuff, I'm aligned with him. And he actually spoke about the Skinwalker Ranch thing once, and he absolutely nailed my feelings on it exactly. Where it's like to me, the UFO thing is science. It's a science thing. You have 10,000 people that witnessed a craft that's a mile fucking wide glide dead silent over Scottsdale. And then the last people see it and they see it go, weep, 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 and then dead silent, just shoot off at 1,000,000 miles an hour. Like that means like, okay, there's some kind of scientific advancement that we don't understand, or at least I don't understand. Maybe fucking humans made that. I don't fucking know. I have no idea what, like, again, I have no fucking idea what it is. How the hell would I know what that is? I just know that to deny that, like, these 10, like, to assume these 10,000 people are all fucking lying or are all crazy is ridiculous, dude. That makes, like, of course they saw it. The fucking governor of the state saw it, right? So it's like, my thing is like, okay, well, what is that? Like, what is that thing that they saw, right? The skinwalker stuff, it's like, oh, they're like, there's like I love the part when like Rogan had Jeremy Corbyn and the guy who originally broke the Bob Lazar story on there. I was actually disappointed in their take on Skinwalker. I was hoping that they would just kind of be like, well, whatever. They were like, they're all, yeah, man, the guy reported that that there was like this circle and they were like, it was like a vortex into like another dimension. And it was there for like months. And Rogan's all, so they got it on tape, right? They're all, huh? He's all, so you got a video of it, right? It was there for like months. They're all, no. I'm like, oh, Jesus. Guy. The second they tell you something was there for months and you have no video of it, bullshit. Don't fucking believe it. Like, I don't believe that at all. Thank you very much, sir. Yeah, like, again, Skinwalker stuff is not my bag. Like, maybe there's stuff there that, but to me, it seems like it's like spooky ghosts stuff mixed with UFO stuff. I'm like, no. The Air Force pilot for Fever or whatever, the guy who watched a fucking Tic Tac literally disappear over the horizon in less than a second, where if he would have blinked, he would have missed it. Something that looks like it's going 50,000 miles an hour. Talk to me about that. How the fuck did that happen? What is that thing? You know what I mean? 200 people see a fucking flying saucer hover over our nuclear sites, shoot a laser down into them, and shut down the grid. What is that thing? That's what I'm interested in. Fucking, yeah, man. They're like these, fucking walking cow zombies. I'm like, okay. All right. I'm going to jump off, but listen. I'm about to put, literally the second that I end this, I'm going to put up this Nate Diaz video that's sick, and you guys should for sure give it a run. And I appreciate you guys hanging out. Thank you guys. Thank you for all the super chats. I love you guys. Watch this video that I put up right now. As a matter of fact, I am going to fucking put it up right now. I'm going to put it up right now. So there's just no break. Watch this. And bam. Published. I should see this going down. Everybody go watch it, dude. It's public. You'll love it. It's really fucking good. All right. I love you guys. Peace.